Hey guys, welcome back to Economics and Comics. This is, for me, the cover of 2020. This is 2020's Sickness Award. Let's go. Okay, so last year I gave the 2019 Sickness Award to Floppy Cop, number one, or just the whole series by Dan Daughtry. I loved that read. That was my favorite book read of the year. This year, instead of doing like read or whatever, this award for 2020 encompasses all of 2020. It's more of the book, the cover, the comic of 2020. What spoke to me: sales, heat, cover, world, everything going on in the world. This is it for me. This is my Sickness Award 2020. And I brought someone special for a quick 5-minute interview. So let's go and let's announce the winner for the Sickness Award 2020. Okay, guys, so I invited Monty Moore on the show. He knows why he's here. He has won the Sickness of 2020 award. I call it the cover of the year. Last year was a comic book read. This year I'm going with the cover. Monty, thank you so much for coming. We've worked together a lot this year. I initially met you over at Coffin, and then through Sean, all of a sudden it exploded, and we did some covers together and all these things through Comics Elite, and it's just been great to have you on and talk to you. And
thank you.
I wanted to tell you that I'm giving you, this is my pick, okay? Probably get some heat, but I'm giving you the Cover of the Year award for this bad boy right here.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it was funny when I did the when I was working with Sean at Comics Elite, and I was working up the initial sketch, which is sitting right there over your shoulder. You purchased that from me, and I said this was in March, and he said, "Hey, how would you feel about doing a Hardly Thin cover?" And I said, "Hey, I got this kind of crazy idea. Like, she's in a lab and there's all this glass, and, we could kind of do the wet t-shirt thing, and, everything coming down, like the sprinklers have gone off. And then, of course, the virus detected sign in the background. And, I like to do things that are kind of tongue in cheek and also a little bit cheeky. And so it all kind of worked together. And I showed Sean the sketch, and he was like, "Oh my God, I freaking love it. Let's do this." And then, so I did the sketch there, and it was literally the first thing when I got back from being in Arizona for 3 months to do this painting right at what I consider kind of the beginning of the COVID lockdown. And I had gotten home. I was literally afraid they might be closing state borders because I was driving home in late March from Arizona to Colorado.
Yeah, the timing of it's ridiculous. Now, I put this, there was a lot of choices, but I wanted it to be like an all-around thing, not just one thing. Now, first of all, the cover is amazing. Okay, the colors, the expression, it captures 2020 without a doubt. It's just chaos, a virus, insanity. It's got it all like, you could see it in her face. It's just like relishing in it. You know what I mean?
And, well, it's kind of over the top. And, for 2020, for a lot of people, it's kind of been over the top. The only other thing I could have done was put her in a jail cell and say, "Lockdown, you are locked down," and masks. And that's not fun. So.
No, I like this. This is like right at the beginning of everything. And it's so interesting. Not only do I love this cover, and of course your art and everything about how it's significant to the year, but this book blew up. Like, this book is a parody specialty cover that we did. Mm-hmm. And it's not a normal comic. It was very limited to 125 of
right. But was there just one issue? It was kind of a one shot, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's the Marat did base Hardly Thin #1. And then there was a 125 virgin and 125 trade, right?
Yeah,
And
and I don't have a single one anymore. I should have kept some.
I have one. I have one. And so the thing was though, we went live with it and we sold out in like 7 minutes. And
Oh yeah, it was
remember that? It
kind
was
of
amazing.
record breaking even for Comics Elite, pretty fast.
Yeah, and people went crazy about it. Now I know this sounds ridiculous, and it's not all about the money or anything like, but I'm about the money or anything. But I wanted to kind of say this is why I'm kind of it encompasses 2020. This is why this out of all the books has so many things going for it. You know, I just looked at a previously sold sale, okay, of
Hmm.
the trade of this, a graded 9.6, not 9.8. So
Hmm.
for $250,
Oh,
it's
yep.
unbelievable. So
Did
like,
that have a remark on it? Because we offered
no,
remarks through you
no,
guys. Oh wow.
no, it wasn't the remark. It was just a graded book. There's still like two raw copies out there on eBay, but this book has constantly been selling for a crazy amount of money and been extremely hot. But yeah, I mean, it's not about the money, but what I'm saying is all around, this cover has held its value. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you.
It's time sensitive in regard to it dropped at the absolute perfect time we could drop. I mean, that is like right when the shutdown happened. And I hate
Oh
to
yeah.
involve it with COVID, but I mean, this is our life right now. So,
Yep.
like,
And
and
this is probably more rare, even for in addition to Hardly Thin and a lot of covers, because this is a single artist cover. So, I illustrated that with colored pencils, markers, airbrush, acrylic, gouache, and I throw the kitchen sink at my art. And so, unlike being traditionally drawn and then digitally colored, this also stands out. It's probably one of the fewer covers out there for this character that has an original drawing and painting for it.
yeah, and the whole thing, you did everything. You did
Hmm.
absolutely everything on it. And a
Yep.
lot of people don't know that this was a painting. There was,
Hmm.
there was the initial. We had
We on
the
the launch, you secured the
yeah. I grabbed
the
the
sketch
pencils.
there, and then shortly thereafter, I think the very first time I offered it to my what I kind of call my premium collector base, which is more of maybe about 30 or 40 collectors who buy a lot of the original paintings. Bam, that I had one of my regular
And
collectors.
that was beautiful too.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that was a nice painting. I mean, it was amazing. You had a great frame for it and everything. I think you told me about that frame shop. And I think that special frame shop that does custom frames.
Yeah, and I do a lot of times what I'll try to do is I'll modify a frame. And so the matting that original was in, actually I came in and I actually hand painted part of the colors to
Oh my
match
God.
the painting. And so I was in there with like a little highlighter, giving a pink edge to the matte board, and crazy stuff like that. So
That's awesome. If I had a bunch of money, I would have got that. I would have got it. That thing would have been right there, this beautiful. I love the colors. I love everything about it. And I just, I wanted to make this just quick. We'll see you
thank you.
again. There's
Yep.
plenty of it. I can add some videos with Monty on from different covers that we did at the end of this video, so you can watch. And we even have you doing some airbrushing at Lady Death, at Coffin.
Hmm.
I've got a
Yep.
bunch of different things, so you could check those out. I wanted to say congratulations, Monty. I think
Thank you.
you are fitting for the 2020 Sickness Award, at least in my mind.
I appreciate it. It's always nice to be recognized by friends and fans and those who just sort of cherish the pop culture, and collectors like ourselves. We all have those things that we love, and we surround ourselves with
Yeah.
things that make us happy. My studio is no different than your economics and comics bat cave there.
Well, I really do appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you soon, Monty.
Thank
And
you. Appreciate it. Make sure you send me a link so I can share it out to my friends and fans as well.
you got it. All right. Well, thank you so much. See you later.
All right. Thanks. Have a good one, everyone.
Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed the show. It's been a great year. I just wanted to say I love you guys so much. I hope that my channel kept you guys interested in the hobby. We got to meet so many artists this year. We got to do so many fun things. We got to see great things. I want to keep that hobby, that hunger for the collecting and the hobby and the industry alive. I want to support all artists and writers. I want to bring as much information as I can to you to help you save and make money. And I want to give you a very special thanks to my subscribers. I love you guys more than anything, and it's been a great and chaotic year, as you see within that cover, all in one. I hope for the best for 2021, and I hope you guys stick with me. I love you. Stay sick, and we'll see you next year.